What's up, guys? Welcome back to 570 Rippin' Lips Outdoors. I know, it's been a while since the last video, but a lot of us have work going on, school started, all this stuff. We couldn't really get together over the summer, and when we did, we weren't fishing or doing anything for that long, so it wasn't even worth making a video. But as most of you know, if you live in PA, archery started October 2nd. That was 2 days ago. That was a Saturday. Today is Monday. I wasn't going to make a video, but I had some things go down. Well, it was lack of experience when it comes to archery hunting. I've been archery hunting for 8 years, but I only shot my first doe last year, my first archery deer last year. And you guys, the video's up on my channel, you probably saw it, but that was kind of easy. It was walking right at me and knew where I was. It wasn't scared of me at all. And in this scenario, I had 3 buck paying attention to me. So I'm going to have like a walkthrough kind of thing, like a play-by-play, and hopefully it helps you guys out so you see what I did wrong, and if you go out, you'll make better choices. If you guys want to, in the comments, when you're going through this, if there's something I did wrong, please let me know. Type it out. If there's something you think I did right, that would be even better, because in this situation, I don't think I did anything right. But we'll see. You guys will see what I mean. But it's great to be back. I'll play the intro from Saturday, and then we'll get right into it after that. So, great to see you guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to 570 Rippin' Lips Outdoors. I know, it's been a while, but long summer, a lot of work, didn't have time to make videos, but we're here. If you can't tell, it's hunting season. Today is October 2nd, first day of archery. It's 9:31 right now. Didn't see anything the whole morning, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't plan on seeing anything for a little bit. My cousin was up here with me. He went to our backfield. I was in the front in the blind. He said there's a lot of tracks back there. He's not hunting the whole day, so after I eat lunch and do a little bit of stuff, I'm gonna go back there and hopefully see something. But it's early. It's only the second day of October. I'm gonna say last 2 weeks of October into early November, that's gonna be my best bet. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get a buck this year. Haven't got a buck yet. Don't know if I ever told you guys that, but I'm 20. And I've been hunting since 12, so in 8 years never got a buck. I've had chances, but I passed them up because they were just average, and I wanted to let them grow. So we're gonna see what happens today. If nothing happens today, then this video is gonna come out when I get something. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys are glad that I'm back. I know I am. I always say that, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, long time in the making. Last video I think was, what, 4 months ago? So hopefully we're back and we're gonna be doing good. I'll see you guys when I'm out in the field. So right here, my bow's sideways because the way my tree stands set up, I have the bar over it and it's sideways, like I laid my bow down. But down in this bottom corner, I'll put a circle around it. You could probably see that deer right there. That's a small 6-point that comes walking in, and I'll pause this right now. My cousin called me after lunch, and he told me that on camera from the day before, there were 2 6-pointers and 2 doe. The 2 doe came in at 12:30. A bear came in around 3:30. 5:30, 2 6-pointers, and at 6:30 an 8-pointer. And last year there were 2 6-pointers that would always come in, and I'm pretty sure they're brothers or something. They have to be, because for them not to split up at all, and after seeing them this year, because it's the same 2, I figured it out, they have to be twins or something if they're not going to be splitting up like that. So same thing happened as last year. This 6-pointer comes in, and I kind of was off guard because the whole day I saw 3 turkeys. That was it. So it was already getting close to the end of the hunting hours, and I was just kind of laid back. I didn't expect to see anything. Then I heard a crunching, and it came in, and it's the same exact thing that happened last year, because it would come in, and then that would look for it. It's pretty much scouting, for the other 6-pointer, and you'll see it. I'll fast forward. As soon as it jumps into the field, you're not going to be able to see it on the camera, but he comes into the field, and then the big 6-pointer comes out to his left into the field, probably 40 yards away. And like I said, same exact thing that happened last year. And it it kind of blows my mind that that happened, because like I keep saying, it happened last year. And they say that deer get into patterns, they have everything. They're just pure instinct creatures, and clearly they've been doing this for a while, so it's the same thing every year. Here comes the small 6. He's walking up through the brush, and by now, like I said, you can't see it on camera. The big 6 worked its way down into the corner of the field, which I can't see it. You can't see it, and I can't see it in person because I have brush and trees covering that. And the small 6, I feel like it knew I was there, but it also didn't, because right now it's sniffing the air, it's looking at me. Everything that I'm doing, I'm completely still at this point. And it keeps sniffing the air, looking at me, and I guess it didn't smell me. I had that scent away stuff on, and I also washed all my clothes in the scent away stuff, so I guess it worked. I'll fast forward a little bit because he's in there for a little while. So right here is when, well, not right here, but in a little bit you'll see him coming in. That small 6 walks back into the brush, and he's probably five yards back into the brush. And as soon as he goes in the brush, the big 6 comes walking down to where that small 6 was, and they were only maybe 10 feet apart. But for some reason, the big 6 wasn't walking up where I would have a shot at him until the little 6 got out of his way. So now the little 6 is in the brush, and pretty soon you'll be seeing the big 6 come in. I'll fast forward a little bit. Alright, never mind. He's coming in right now. And I say big 6. He's not the biggest. I'm going to say he's probably 3.5 years old, but he's a good size, especially because I never shot a buck either. So this is where my inexperience comes into play. And it's not so much inexperience as it is just stupidity, because right here I had a good shot. He's quartered away, but walking in I had a good shot, and right now he's kind of behind my bow's off to the side of me, but I'm standing right behind those 2 really thin trees you see, and I didn't really have a shot right there. Right here he's looking at me, so he knows something's up, but he just doesn't care. And going through my mind the whole time, throughout this whole thing, it's just like, it's the first day. He's not the biggest buck, but he's not the smallest. Do I want to shoot him? He's a shooter for sure, but being that it's the first day, do I want to shoot him? And right now they're actually sniffing around. I got it at a local hunting shop. It's called Buck Butter, and it's supposed to be like a bedding scent for him. There's deer hair mixed in with it. It looks like little beads of a silica packet, except it's gel, and they're kind of sniffing around the whole area right now. It's kind of, like I said, it's a bedding scent. It's supposed to make them want to bed down there, and he's paying no attention to me. That little 6 is in the brush. I could have had so many good shots by now, but like I said, running through my head, do I shoot? Do I want to shoot? And I'll pause it right now. The biggest problem that I had right here, it just slipped my mind. Well, like I was saying, do I want to shoot? Do I not want to shoot? And by the time, this is what I was gonna say. These two 6-pointers showed up at 6:05, and like I said, my cousin called me and he said he had an 8-pointer on the camera at 6:30. These two were probably right now it's probably 6:17 ish, and this is where my lack of surroundings or paying attention to my surroundings came into play, because pretty soon you'll see like that 8-pointer where you saw this little 6 come up. I want you guys to look there too, because that's exactly where the 8-pointer comes in. And he was coming in right on time for 6:30, and he looks up into the field, and he must have saw these two, or he saw me first. And I'll tell you after when we get to it. But right now, this was a good shot for me. I could have easily shot in between those two trees. They're maybe 5 yards in front of me. I feel confident I'm not going to hit the trees, because I practice a lot. I know what I'm doing. But that was a good shot for me. Right now he's just like his head's down. He's sniffing the ground. He's smelling whatever I put out, and he's like, "Oh, this is a good spot to be." But let me fast forward a little more. Too far. Alright, so right now he comes out, and I'm going to pause it. I don't know if you guys just saw him walking in, but I'll put a circle around him again. Here comes the 8-pointer. Right here. Perfect broadside shot. My rangefinder said that was about a 15-yard shot, give or take a yard, because rangefinders are never that accurate. But he's looking away. The small 6 has no idea I'm there. At this point, it's bedded down in the brush. Like, it went into sleep. So he's kind of looking around, and I don't know, I'm just mad at myself for this, because I draw to my left. This is what I'm doing right now. When I draw, I don't draw straight out in front of me. For some reason, I do this in every stand, but in this stand especially, I don't draw out in front of me because we have that safety bar right there. It's a 2-person ladder stand. Bar comes up and over you. Some people use it as a gun rest or whatever. It's right in front of you. So if I were to draw out that way, my cams of my bow would have been hitting it, or I would have had to reach over, draw back, and then find where I have to go. I was standing more so to the right of the stand, so I was able to extend to my left and draw, and I was so focused on those 6-pointers that I didn't see that 8-pointer walking up, and he came up, like I said, right where that 6-pointer came in, the small one, and when I drew to my left, I kind of got a glimpse of it, but I didn't think anything of it until I turned back, and when I turned back, you'll see, I'll play it. But I turn back. There's the 8 just looking at me because it saw me draw. I turn back. Big 6 is looking right at me. Could have taken the shot right there. Easily had maybe 5 seconds to take a shot. But in my head, I'm like, wait, what did I just see? Because it finally clicked with me. Right when I was about to take the shot, it clicked with me that I just saw another deer. And I turned my head, and that's when that 6-pointer took off. He didn't take off far. He probably got 25 yards away, but I didn't want to shoot because he was in the big brush and I couldn't really see his vitals, so I didn't want to risk it. But if I just let that shot go then, he would have been down for the count. Probably in that yardage situation, I'm so confident in myself that he would have ran maybe 30, 40 yards and just collapsed. But that was the moment when I realized after the fact that I messed up, because what I did is when he was looking at me, as you just saw, and I could have just let go of the shot, but I was so focused, I took my focus off him and on the other deer that I just saw. I didn't realize it was an 8-pointer yet, that even though he was looking at me, I didn't think anything of it, and I turned my head to look at the other deer. And when I turned my head and turned back, that's when he took off, because he realized someone's up in this tree. So he kind of takes off. You see him. He's walking right through the brush right there. And like right now, pretty soon, he looks into the woods right there, and he sees the other 8-pointer. 8-pointer's looking at him, and he kind of just takes off into the woods. I'm putting my bow down right now because, or sorry, I was um, de-drawing my bow. I guess that's the word. I don't know. But at this point, I didn't have a shot. I was hoping the 8-pointer would come in, but this is where you see like he's kind of in a standoff situation right now. He's looking at that 8-pointer. The 8-pointer's looking at him, and he just kind of takes off. Fast forward a little bit. Here comes that little 6. But if it was any other day in a different field where there was no wind, anything, I would feel confident shooting over 60 a little bit, not by much. But those two are having a standoff in the back. This little 6-pointer is right here, and they kind of, now he's putting his head down. The big, I didn't even realize that. I thought he was gone by now. I didn't realize how much he was actually there for. But that little 6 is right there. He's kind of looking. He knows I'm there. He knows, but he doesn't know, if that makes any sense. But the big 6 kind of takes off in a little bit. The little 8, well, not little 8, but the big 8 takes off, and it just leaves me with the little 6. And I'm kind of here. I'm just shaking because I literally watched him for a half hour, 15 yards in front of me. I'm like, what do? I can't do anything. And then, let's see, where does the big 6 take off? So I'm kind of moving around right now. At this point, I'm not worried about them seeing me because obviously they know something's up. And my lack of experience, like I said, I should have just taken the shot. I'll just end the video right there. I had maybe 5 minutes where I could have taken a shot at that 6. But like I said, playing through my head, do I want to shoot it? It's the first day. It's a nice buck, but it's not the best buck I've seen on camera. And honestly, I can't blame the 8-pointer for walking up or even scaring the deer or whatever, because it's life. The deer run around, they do what they want, and they know their spots where they go in the evening. And these 3 deer were on camera the day before, and they were coming back to the same spot. My lack of experience is not shooting while I had the shot, and especially when I knew that 8-pointer was looking at me. Why would I look back at it when I had that 6-pointer looking at me right in front? Because that was the turning point. Right when I turned my head, I was being super still the whole time. Right when I turned my head, that's when it was over. But I hope you guys learned something from this video. I learned a lot Saturday, a lot more than I realized I would learn. It kind of made me realize what I want to do next time to do better and all that. Hopefully next day I go out. I'm not sure. I should have went out today. I didn't have work because it was raining really heavy in the morning, and then kind of just let up, so it would have been the perfect time because they all would have been moving from being bedded down for most of the day. But yeah, I learned a lot. Like I said earlier, if you guys see anything I did wrong or I should have done better, or even point out what I did right, just comment about it. Let me know. I take every comment into consideration, obviously. Just lack of experience. That's all it comes down to. And stupidity. Can't forget stupidity. But I hope you guys liked today's video. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be making videos again. Hopefully, well, pheasant starts up in 2 weeks. October 23rd, I think. So I'll be there with Connor. You'll see a few videos with him in it. 2 of my buddies at school are, the one's not a big pheasant hunter. We're going to get him into it. And the other kid, Spencer. You guys are going to like Spencer. He's a nice guy. Nice character. But we're all going to go out together. Just have a bunch of fun. Make some videos. And hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. But right now, I guess this is the end of it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.